like I said earlier, too in bed with the sponsors. I mean, it's an alliance, or yeah, they're too in bed with the sponsors is why you don't hear that. And the other thing is they said that they didn't go far enough in blaming McConnell, or let's see, blaming the Republican Party for the gridlock. Well, it's really what is causing the gridlock in Congress. The polarization in the government is caused by the government corruption, the campaign finance corruption, which you got to put a stop to, because the voter doesn't have any power. In normal democracy, the voter is centrist, and you'd have one party on the right, the other party on the left. Well, the centrist voter, would bring them together to have a compromise. That's the way democracy is supposed to work, and that's what protects democracy, basically, in the Constitution, is the left watching the right watching the left. But in a corrupt democracy, which we have, you have the government corruption, and you have the trial lawyers on the left, trial lawyers, environmentalists on the left, and you have corporate America on the right, and they're pulling both parties towards the periphery, while the centrist voter is totally ignored and not even in the equation. And it's the Republican Party that's responsible for this, and the media won't bring out who's responsible for it. And there's basically two people in Congress that are responsible for government corruption, and those two people are Boehner and Mitch McConnell. And if you want to stop government corruption, those are the two roadblocks you got to get rid of. The Republican Party is right in bed with corporate America and the campaign money, and the people that are giving campaign money. Well, the Republican ideology is just way off. And I have a theory of why the Republican ideology is so far off, because it's not that conservatism's bad, but it's bad conservatives. And back in the 60s, you had some pretty good presidents, and they were more moderate, and that included Ike Eisenhower and Barry Goldwater, who ran for president, and Richard Nixon is one of the best presidents we've ever had. And they were more moderate, and it was even Nixon who thought that there should not be loopholes with the very rich. And Warren Buffett got in Congress and said the rich should be paying more. And Warren Buffett knows that if you balance the budget and tax the rich, that money will come back to him later, and he'll have more money, and so will everyone else. Well, he's a little smarter in Congress, and these Republicans in Congress have a bad ideology, and they won't listen to Warren Buffett or Richard Nixon either. And they're not really even conservatives. They're just a bunch of thugs. They're bad people. They shouldn't be in there at all. And but Warren Buffett, who made more money, these Republican thugs in Congress or Warren Buffett? So who probably knows what he's doing? Probably Warren Buffett. What do the people want? They want to tax the rich. So the Republican Party they should be blamed for the gridlock in Congress, and it's not Obama. It's not Obama's party, because who's with the majority? The Democrats right now are with the majority, while the Republicans are against the majority and in bed with corporate America and the campaign money, and that's why they won't tax the rich. They need to be removed, and the media won't bring this out. And the reason why they won't bring it out is because they're worried about all those sponsors. They're shutting everybody up. They're not going to, it's a soft left. I mean, it's a left bias on the three major networks, but it's a soft left. And they aren't going to come out and say what's really wrong with the government and the corruption that's causing the polarization. And the two people that need to be removed are Mitch McConnell and Boehner. Both of them need to be out the door. They're screwing up the American dream and everything else.